All right, hello, good evening. Came for a little nightcap, and I hope everybody is having a good night. I am here to talk to people that are actually here for the magic and for the healing. Hello. First of all, thank you to all of y'all who have entered into my Yule circle. Yule has already started, and we are doing a lot of focus on healing. Um, and so I wanted to come and talk to you guys about that. So when I say I'm going to be in theta mode is all about the subconscious. And um, whenever you are doing any kind of theta healing or theta manifestation, it really is a good idea to not necessarily disconnect from social media, but I think it's really good for disconnecting from drama. Um, so just to kind of talk to you guys about this, theta directly connects to the subconscious, and that's pretty much what it is. Okay, and a lot of you guys are, including myself, which is why I'm going into theta healing and manifestation mode. And I'm going to go into like overdrive when it comes to that, kind of like autopilot when it comes to that. However, when you are doing that, it can be extremely, you can be extremely sensitive. And I am actually already in theta mode. I've been sensing that a lot, which is why I came on here, and I was, I'm very sensitive right now. And I think that a lot of people are, but I think that it's all about how you process it. So, whenever, especially right now around this time, if you have any life goals, anything, it is the best thing to watch what you are being influenced by, right? Maybe keeping the humor a little light. Um, yeah. And so I'm going to show you guys the healing that I'm doing. I got to light it up though, because I haven't lit it up all night. And I'm getting ready to do that and go into meditation mode. Um, so it's not good at all to um, listen to any theta frequencies and run into some BS, right? It's not good. It's not healthy, because basically when you are working with any kind of theta frequency, you are programming your mind for certain things, and so that would make your mind very open. And I already have 3 big coffee cans filled with black salt. And y'all know how I make my black salt. If you don't know how I make my black salt, you can find it. I think I made a video about a month ago, when I showed y'all how I make my black salt now. There's a couple of videos on here, but now I do it totally different. Okay. Anyway, so while I am in theta mode, I am. Do I want to? I don't want to say I'm in hiding, but I am removing myself from a lot of things entirely. This healing that I've been doing has really been phenomenal. And like I said, I'm going to show y'all that in just a second. I'm just going to get my little tea lights lit up. And it's been pretty phenomenal. I did a lot of work yesterday. And then my spirit guides, Lilith, Boone, Hecate, a lot of my healing spirits, a lot of my ancestors said, okay, you need to do some healing on yourself. Because I've been under a little bit of stress here lately, with everything that's going on. So I'd say that possibly like maybe I'd say at least half or 60% of my day, I will be in theta mode, which most of us are. Basically, the brain goes into theta mode only for about 5 to 15 minutes before you wake up, I believe. You'd have to read about it. But you're still in theta mode throughout the day if you're lucky. You're in that mode. And so this is responsible for your creativity, your intuition, and then also if you are in a deep level of relaxation. And so this is something that I've been working on as far as relaxation techniques, because I have been just a little stressed out here lately, or I feel like, in order, because okay, so here's how all this happened, and here's my healing work right here. Okay. So basically, I was thinking last night, I said, I need some self healing work. And then I was thinking, I also need some self love work because of the simple fact that there has been so much hatred and controversy, in particular surrounding being a witch. And then there are some harmful groups on here that are supposedly embracing witchcraft, yet they show nothing but hatred towards one another all day, every day. And being that at the core of my being, I am very loving. In fact, early this morning, I kind of fell into a despair when I was looking at a video about what is going on. I always do, though, throughout the years, even when I was younger, growing up, like whenever there was any kind of war and they start describing how they're blowing up babies, and that's really triggering for me. And I think even the president even said it, and I was like, wow, like this is just really crazy. So I always go into humanitarian mode. So I don't like drama and going on and going back and forth and being evil and hateful and spiteful. I don't like that. I get very angry at people that try to involve me with that. I do. So I got to take some time to heal, and this is the perfect time to do it. A lot of you guys that are in the Yule Circle already, y'all are going to start feeling it because I've got my false unicorn powder on the way, as well as my unicorn symbolism. And then I've got some candles. I'm going to make some candle creations for our Yule, where I will spend about probably like maybe 15 minutes per day in meditation and prayer for everybody that's in my Yule circle. But the rest of the time, I'm going to really, really, really be working on focusing on healing, okay, and manifestation. And that's exactly, that's just it. Whether or not, because you know what, honestly, the past 3 or 4 months, I have been so distracted that I have had just a difficult time with just sitting back and binge watching some of my favorite TV shows. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you know what? When I'm able to do that, I am manifesting everything that I want. So, and I've been doing it a little bit at a time, but it's now to really, really go at it hardcore. Okay. So that's why I decided to shut down the comments, because I get notifications on YouTube. Like when people leave comments, and some of these people that are leaving comment, like some of y'all that need help, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the hateful, spiteful. They're just filled with hatred and visceral. Like it is just like, and I get the notification. Like if somebody leaves a comment on one of my videos, like right now, at least it's gonna notify me. And I don't want to just turn off the notifications. No, I'm not gonna do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down comments completely, because those people are not only they're not only trying to send me negative subconscious programming, but they're trying to do it to all of you that are watching. Okay. And it doesn't matter if it's a very small amount of people. I guess they thought that by flagging the channel that was going to stop me from getting clients, but I still get several to even sometimes a dozen clients per month. So none of it made any difference. Not all of them come from YouTube, but you know so so the comments are going to get shut down. It is. And and it's because I have to take the time to self heal. uh and it's because I feel that unfairly, is that even a word? Unfairly, I've been processing other people's trauma. People that don't even like me, people that don't even appreciate me, people that actually have hatred for me. I've been forced to process their trauma, which is why people sue people and take them to court. I'm not going to sue nobody and take them to court. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm going with my spirits. I am the fool right now. I am a fool for my spirits. And then um just, yeah, I've been needing to do it for quite some time, and I don't even know how I got caught up, but it's a lesson learned. It is. So I've got to go to my quiet place. It's not to say that I'm not going to still do readings. I wanted to let y'all know how to reach me. If you solicit me for a reading, chances are you're not going to get a response. The only people that I'm responding to are people that have paid for their readings. So as far as like solicitations, I'm not taking any of those. I'm not doing it, because the next couple of months are going to be extremely trying and difficult uh, for the whole world. If I'm going to process any trauma, I'd rather process the trauma of those poor babies that are being harmed over in the Holy Land. Honestly, I don't know those babies. Those babies may have been raised to grow up to hate people that look like me, but you know what? They're still little babies, and it's very sad. And I am not the type of person that does not care. I am extremely caring. Um, Sometimes I hate the fact that I care so much, because it hurts. It hurts that I care about people suffering. So I feel like in order for me to be able to do what I'm meant to do, that I have to have myself in the best shape as possible. And so I'm just not going to do it. In fact, that's why that troll that left that comment disturbed me. And I had to say what I had to say, because I am in theta mode. I'm not even listening to theta frequencies. I don't even have to, but I will to reinforce it. So tonight, I ended up listening to some theta binaurals. And, so if you're in my circle, if you're in my group, I have a playlist of them, and I will send you guys my playlist, okay? Of the frequencies that I listen to, the various frequencies. And some of them sound like snow and wind. Some of them are wind and rain. Some of them are rain, wind, and thunder. Some of them are the more traditional theta frequencies. And so you guys can get that if you guys want to meditate. Otherwise, as far as like, oh my God, just the trauma that I have been processing, it's for me, I don't think that it's fair. I think that people have a tendency to get frustrated and mad and upset. I don't know. Why are you mad at me? Go talk to your president of the United States. He's the man in charge, right? Isn't that called commander in chief? I can't control the president. I can only control how the president affects me. So and I just think that it's, one of those things to where as a grown person, I control that. I'm not a little kid, even though people kind of treat me like a little kid. You know how sometimes, like for me, I've always been that type of person. Like if I saw a kid being mistreated, I would always talk to them and try to make them feel better. I've always been that way, even when it came to my cousins or whoever. So there's people in this world that will see a child and they will think, oh, I'll take everything out on this child. And I still feel like that child sometimes. And it's very triggering. That's not what we need. We don't have to go through it. I don't have to send myself through it. I ain't even at that level. I've surpassed that level. I did a quantum jump the other day that I don't necessarily have to talk about. Is it traditionally the way witches talk about certain things? No, not necessarily, but it's just a good way of describing it. So, okay, so I want you guys to listen very carefully. If you are a client uh, that has my private number, you cannot text me at that private number sometimes because my phone service switched it up. Okay. I have to have like a certain amount of credits on my account. Otherwise, I can't text. So the number that you guys can text me at is 770-686-7461. Okay. That 1-800 number that's in the video description box, I need to change it. I don't care about that number being in the video description box because you shouldn't be calling me anyway. If you click on the link to my website, you're going to see 770-686-7461 on my website. I don't take solicitations. It's considered to be soliciting me if you contact me and you say, hey, I'm interested in a reading. I really, really, really need your help. I love you guys, but that to me is soliciting because you haven't actually paid for the reading and you're calling me. And I have a phone number for my business as a courtesy, and it's not anything people should be taking advantage of because I've had people contact me and it just seems like that's considered to be soliciting. Okay. So I don't really care about the number in the video description box. If you click on my website, you're going to see my number listed at the top of the website. But technically, you're not supposed to be calling me or texting me until you pay for a reading. If you are an existing client or an apprentice, and we both know you're an apprentice, then you can contact me anytime you want. In fact, all of my apprentices, that's what I do with a lot of my day, is texting them, coaching them, and helping them, right? But if I don't know you, and you're unfamiliar to me. Like, even though we may end up being cool like that, you know what I'm saying? We may vibe very well. I don't know that until I actually sit down with you. And I don't usually sit down with anybody. Y'all gotta understand, this is the internet. I realize that, I will say this, that there are some people on the internet that have triggered healing within me and discovery. But that's all I need. Like, I don't need my healing to be triggered, right, by anybody else, because I'm past that point in my life. Okay. I'm past that point, been past it for years. In fact, I'm talking about years ago. Like, I'm talking about 2018, 2019. We're in a new arena. Change has to happen. So, there's, I personally, do not have any childhood trauma or any trauma in my unconscious or subconscious from my childhood or up, that I feel the need to be screaming and yelling and starting crap with nobody. I don't personally. That doesn't mean that you don't. Or are you supposed to be at the same level as me? Not saying that I'm at a higher level than you know, but I'm saying, are you at the same place as me? No. And you don't have to be. In fact, most of my clients are in a place where they want to get out of that place, right? And so a lot of you guys that come to me, you come to me broken. And that's what I essentially do, is I heal people. That is very important to me. Okay? And so I cannot afford in any way to be shucking and jiving. I can't. I'm too important to myself. And, what other people may deem is fun, I don't see it as fun. There's some people that love drama and excitement and all that stuff. And you know what? I get plenty of it, but do I want to do that on a daily basis? Do I want to be a part of that in social media? No, I don't. Never have I wanted to. In fact, it was just set up like that to distract me from what I'm supposed to be doing. And yeah, my spirits have been kicking my ass because of it too. Because they like, what are you doing? You don't involve yourself with that. Handle it, but don't it but now. Don't involve yourself in that drama, because that ain't gonna get you nowhere. It ain't gonna do nothing but regress, make you go through a regression of the progress that you made in your life. And there was nothing wrong with the way I was before. It wasn't. I think the difference is probably just my tax bracket is what changed about me. And then also what I do for a living. Okay. So if you guys see the comments are shut down, yeah, not that people leave very many comments, because this channel has been pushed into like a blacklist oblivion type of thing. I don't care about that. That's not important. I know to the people that flagged this channel, it was important to them. I hate to bust your bubble. I hate to bust your bubble, but I don't care about that. So, anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. And I got to go because it's mid month. And yeah, I will come on here and talk about some things, but it's like I'm going into meditation mode. I'm going into autopilot with that. Like, seriously, like, I'm usually on here every day. I come on here sometimes when I'm bored, like while I'm doing my hair and stuff, and I got to pull back a whole lot. I have to pull back. So I know that there are a lot of people that are coming on here and you guys are looking at things that are confusing you and you're consistently backtracking and backsliding and that can't be something that can't be my problem. No, if you come on here and you continuously be a part of things that you're having a hard time processing, Jamila cannot do that anymore because I've already told you to let it go, that that stuff is being put into place for a reason to distract you. It's a lot of acting going on. It's not even real. It's almost like a scripted reality TV show. If y'all want to continue to do it, that's on you. All I know is that I'm going into theta mode and I'm going to be extremely sensitive during this time. And I just can't hear it. Listen, I can't do it. I can't. Okay. All right. 1111 ritual. Get into that. If you guys usually get into my circles, Yule is open. Otherwise, I don't want to be a part of some YouTube communities. I don't want to be a part of that. Okay. It's not to say I don't want to make friends. I make friends every day in social media. But as far as like what I do, that's why you don't ever see any panels, you know. Now, I do know that if I get invited to a panel that I like the content, yeah, I'll go there. But otherwise, if I don't like the content, I'm not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? And it's just how I am and I don't feel bad about that. Okay. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope y'all noted down the number and then the fact that if you're a client, my text number, just text me on the 770 number. In fact, the private number. And then also, a lot of you guys will contact me prior to getting a reading saying, do you have an opening? Do you have an opening today? No, I don't. I hate when y'all do that. I don't like that. That ain't in fact, I feel like I feel like you trolling me when you do that. For real. Even though you may be somebody that's genuinely looking for a reading, don't contact me and ask me that. Don't expect me to be available that same day either, because there's some of you that will contact me for a reading, and some of y'all contacted me at 10 o'clock at night asking me, am I available for a reading? And I'm open until midnight or 1, but you'll still ask me and you won't even give me any notice. If you want a reading that late, you need to anticipate it. Don't just honestly, I'm starting to really not like the vibe of that because that's not how I do business. It has never been done like that ever, ever. People that get a reading from me, they go to the website or they may send me a short text message. Hey, what's your Cash App? When can you schedule me? Okay. Do you have any openings for tomorrow? People are giving me time to actually do the reading, to actually prepare for their readings. These days, people want stuff last minute. And I think I'm going to start charging my emergency fee as well. Like you need to pay. I think I used to charge $50 on top of the price of the reading. And if you feel that because somebody in social media doesn't like me or talked about me, or if you feel like I'm not valuable enough because I had problems in a relationship with a man, then you can go to somebody else that you feel that you feel more comfortable with. If you feel like I'm not worthy, you feel like I'm not valuable, that's on you. I know my worth because I feel like a lot of people felt like they had the right to be disrespectful to me. because of these jealous vloggers out here. Like, come on now. Like, I'm just not. I'm not vibing or feeling that at all. Seriously. So, okay, guys. Well, I love you guys. I gotta go. I will see y'all later. In fact, I'm going into meditation mode. And oh yeah, for the Yule Circle, that's what everybody is going through, a healing process in my Yule Circle. Everybody. Okay. And so I already got it. I already got our warding bottle done, because when you say you're going into healing mode or you are meditating, there are some people that are cray cray enough to try to enter into your astral or try to get into your spirit. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's very disrespectful. I think it's very creepy. We already got that set up to where people can't come in, because they will try to come in even through dream magic. I've noticed that it's kind of ridiculous. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Blessings. Bye.